Welcome to the Counselor at Large. Welcome to the Counselor at Large channel. Always appreciative for you guys checking in with the counselor every time there's a new video, every time there's a new show. And we got a good show for you guys today. Good show. Sad show, but good. Let's get into it. So, apparently in Atlanta, Georgia, all my a lot of my stories come from Atlanta. I need to move on to some other cities, but since I'm in Atlanta, I might as well talk about Atlanta. So recently, a man took out his wife, murdered his wife, drove across town, murdered his girlfriend. Wow. But let's get into the story.
Happening now, Dalton police are investigating what they believe is a double murder-suicide. They say a man shot and killed his wife before driving to another location to shoot and kill his girlfriend. Then he turned the gun on himself.
Wow. So, kill his wife, kill his girlfriend. What could you be going through in life where you have a wife, you have your wife, you have a girlfriend? Isn't that so-called every man's dream? Isn't that like every man's dream? You have the life, you have everything going on. Did they know about each other? If they knew about each other, then what was the problem? If they didn't, you were still able to juggle both. What kind of misery are you going through where you have to take out both your wife and your girl? A lot of questions.
Fox 5's Eric Mock is live from the scene of the first murder that's on Moore Street there in Dalton. Eric, walk us through this tragic event.
Eric, really very tragic. We're learning from police that they actually responded to the Murray Avenue apartments yesterday evening around 6 p.m. because the woman who lived here, her coworkers, called police. They were worried because she hadn't shown up to work for several days. And when police got inside her apartment, they unfortunately found her dead with an apparent gunshot wound to the head. Now, detectives then looked through surveillance video from the apartment complex and saw a suspect leaving her apartment on Wednesday evening. They tracked that suspect's vehicle to an apartment complex on Shadow Lane. That's about 3 miles away from here. Now, while waiting for a search warrant to go in there, police say the father of the second victim actually showed up to the apartment to check on his daughter. And when he went inside, he discovered her and another man dead inside. Investigators believe the man shot the woman there as well before shooting himself. Now, police say at this time they believe the suspect.
Man, and I'm seeing this a lot in society. Why are you taking out the women in your life? What do they have to do with what's going on with you? If you having your own mental health situation, why are you taking innocent people out with you? Why are we not controlling our emotions? Why are we not seeking help? Get some help. Maybe you had to get some time off from the two women to go deal with your own demons or whatever is going on in yourself. Why are men taking out their spouses so much these days? I don't know. Maybe it's the internet. Maybe I'm able to see more stories. But I'm seeing a lot, especially in the Atlanta metro area, a lot of men, young men, old men, when their emotions get heavy, they're starting to kill their spouses. And it's a big concern for me as a person who advocates for men's mental health. We can't take out our emotions, our anger, or our circumstance and situations. With men, I like to use circumstance and situations. In my history, it hasn't been productive using emotions and feelings. So circumstances and situations. Your current situation or circumstance should not lead to you murdering your wife or your girlfriend. They're not yours. They're not your property. Okay? You can't just take them out. If one of them leaves you, you can't just take them out. Now, did the wife and the girlfriend find out about each other? And they've been coming at him some way, and this is what kind of sparked his what you call anger, or what's really going on here?
suspect was married to the first victim, and the second victim was his girlfriend. So 3 people now dead because of this murder-suicide. Police have not released any any identities of the 3 victims, the 2 victims and the suspect yet. So we're still waiting for those. And again, this is a developing story, so there's a lot more details to come, and we will bring you them as soon as we have them. For now, reporting live in Dalton, Eric Mock, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, it just breaks your heart, Eric. Thanks so much. Also new at 6, new developments in the case of the Dalton teen. Arrested and forced to spend 2 weeks.
So, you have to wonder, what is he going through that will make you take out your wife and your girlfriend? Maybe even I could consider one of them. But what makes you take out both? What makes you think that you own these individuals, that you can play God and take them out just because you're going through something that you could have went and got your own help? You could have went to your own counsel. You could have came to me. We could have sat down and processed what is going on. Now, everybody's gone. You've affected families. You've affected, especially children might be involved in this situation. Some kids don't have no parents now. Off of your selfish act of taking out your girlfriend and your wife. Seek help if you're going through any type of mental health crisis. Don't put that burden on other people. Don't go out here and believe that violence is the answer. Don't believe that taking people's life is the answer. Learn coping skills. Take a break from these individuals if they're causing any type of emotional outbursts. Because it's just not fair. It's not fair. You know, it sounded like you had the life, girlfriend and what could be going on that you'll end up taking their life? But anyway, it's Counselor at Large. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for checking in. Ready for the next show.